Today I'm going to be organizing my son's room and turning it into a space where he can do his distance learning. After attending his back to school night and hearing the schedule, I thought it would be best for him to have just a quiet space where he can participate, and I'm just going to start quickly here in the bedroom by making my bed, and then I'm going to move into the kitchen. Okay, so I'm going to get started in here quickly. We're actually going to be taking off to go to IKEA to go get a desk. And I'll spare you since I feel like I'm always washing dishes, but I'm going to do this real quick and I'll show you the after. Okay, so we just got back from IKEA and it was crazy. IKEA is, first of all, like an hour away from where we live, and before we went I checked to see if what I wanted was in stock, and it wasn't. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get the other desk, this bigger one, and then when I went, their tag said that one wasn't in stock but the other one was. So then we got to the warehouse portion and nothing was in stock, so we didn't end up getting the desk we wanted, but we did find something else that will work. And of course, Miss Scotland, she wanted a desk as well, so we got two with chairs.
And my chair is pink.
And her chair is pink. And so we're gonna see, hopefully, I hope it fits in this one spot in her room. And I also got a little, it's like a metal basket. It has 3 tiers, but I'm gonna put supplies and his books in there.
Oh my God.
I see it. And so this is gonna get real here, because a little backstory. My daughter and my son used to share a room, and it was only recently that we decided to move my son out and into his own room. And
when we had a sharing room, we had bunk beds.
We did have bunk beds, but they're the kind that you could take apart. So we separated them, and we also don't have a garage where we live, and like no storage. It's just the 3 bedrooms. So the room that we put him in was actually my office and our storage. And so we were using that whole closet as storage, and we ended up moving. You guys saw my office in my other video, is now in my room. We had to condense that. Oh, careful. And so now I'm in my room, so we made room for my son here, but there's still so much of our own crap in his closet and in his room that I just don't have space for, and I haven't had the time to go through. But I'm gonna do it today. We're gonna transform his space so that tomorrow he can start school, and it is 5:40, guys. Okay, and I still have to also feed them dinner. Like, why did I do this to myself? I waited until the last minute. It was a really bad idea, but we're gonna power through it, and my husband is gonna come in here and help me build this furniture, but I'm gonna show you, don't judge me, my son's room. Okay, so it's not bad, but I just tend to put stuff in this room because I don't know where to put it, and so now I have this whole pile here in the corner that I need to find a home for. And of course this closet, it just has a bunch of stuff that I do need to get rid of too, and it makes it worse because it doesn't have the doors. So maybe I'll get some curtains eventually, but I want to organize some of this stuff here as well. I just want to start by making his bed because I feel like once I start pulling everything out, it's going to make a huge mess, and I just want like a fresh blank slate where it won't feel extra messy because the bed is unmade. Through all this stuff in the corner and make sure I find a home for it. Some of it was Christmas stuff, toys, some of it I wanted to get rid of, so just kind of going through it, assessing, and starting to organize. Okay, so I decided to take apart the Labo, and my son, he had a lot of fun with it, building it especially, and so I made sure to save all the pieces so he could build it again, since he wasn't ready to get rid of it yet. Also, this just always tends to happen when I'm cleaning and organizing and possibly getting rid of things. The kids usually come around and start getting interested at what I'm looking at and what's going on, and it makes it 10 times harder to get rid of stuff. Finally, my husband is in here to help me with the hard part. A lot of this stuff is his stuff, and he also is just so good at cleaning and organizing things. He just does it so quickly, and I always feel so intimidated. So I feel better when he helps me, and I feel like we just get things done so much quicker when we do it together. And this is also just a brief thing. We weren't going through a lot of those bins, but we have a lot of collectibles that my husband has, and there's some other stuff from just our childhood that we just don't have any other place to put it. And we could get rid of some stuff, but eventually we will, when we really redo my son's room with new furniture, go through here and make it his own. But he just doesn't need the space, and we do. Like, we're always getting rid of stuff, I feel, but I just felt so much better after we kind of went through quickly, and we didn't have that much time. Because like I said, we started at dinner time basically doing this, but I just wanted it to be a little less cluttered and not spilling out so that my son could focus when he was trying to do his schoolwork. A lot of this stuff too, I can't wait to get rid of. We do have that car seat. I was saving it for a trade-in event at like Target or something. It's expired, so I don't want to throw it out. Like, what do you guys do? Tell me in the comments below. What should I do? Do you think that Target will even have a trade-in event soon? I think they usually have it in like the spring and the fall, right? And then I have my stroller base, which I just don't know what to do with. Like, nobody wants it. What do you do? Do I just dump it? I just feel so guilty doing that. So I'm kind of holding on to those things for now, and we'll see what happens in the future. So thankful, you guys, that we ended up finding a desk. Like I said, it was an hour drive to IKEA. We don't live near any stores. Everything's sold out anyways because everyone's kind of going through the same thing. And so I was upset at first because it wasn't what I wanted. It doesn't match, but I feel like nothing in my house matches. We're always just kind of taking what we can get, and eventually, I can't wait for the day when I can give my son, his room makeover and give him the room that he dreams of. But for now, we have what we need, and that's what's most important. Like, he has this space where he can go and have quiet time and take that space away from me, because even I feel like kind of even just peeking in on him, that he looks to me to see, like, am I saying the right things? This is the right answer. And I really want him to just learn and grow being away from me. So having this space away from us and his own room where it's quiet and he can focus is what's most important. in the room, I just wanted to quickly vacuum and mop. And I ended up moving the dresser over, and I'm just going to go over and clean the window. I had cleaned it recently with my spring cleaning, so it wasn't too bad, but since everything was out of here, I just wanted to make sure and do it once more. IKEA decided to put this stubborn sticker on, so I had actually removed most of it with a razor blade, and now I couldn't get the rest off, so I put the Goo Gone on, and it really just did the trick. I know this seems like such an awkward position for the desk, but the school had said he needed a blank wall behind him, and I know it's not that big of a deal. I kind of wanted it where the dresser is, but when I brought it up to my son, he was like, no, because then everyone can see my privacy, and he like pointed towards his bed. And I just thought it was so cute, and I was like, what? He's like, yeah, they can all see my privacy. So this is how he wants it. He likes it and feels most comfortable like this. Even though he keeps moving the desk every time he sits down, it ends up like halfway in the middle of the room, but he's happy, and that's all that matters to me. So for the finishing touch, my husband is just going to attach this desk lamp, and of course the boys had to go for the Dodger blue color. Even though none of this matches, I know it just makes my son happy, and it's what he wanted for his room, just like the character bedding and character everything. I don't really like, but it makes the kids happy. Same with my daughter, and so they're only kids once. And if that's what they want for their room, whatever. It's not something that I want to make a big fight over. So we went with the Dodger blue. It works great. He can see and he can focus and he's happy. So I just wanted to real quick remind you of the before, and I know it's not a huge difference, but it will make a world of difference for him that it's just a little more organized and clean. And I do have this caddy here for his books and his school supplies that I either want to spray paint or move into my daughter's room. She got the same desk that we're either going to spray paint white, so she can have this, and I can find him another black one, or we can get a second one and spray paint one of them. Something's going to get painted. So I just put his workbooks in the middle drawer, his pencil case and crayons, colored pencils, and I actually ended up buying him some new markers because ours were dried out, and putting them in this top drawer. And then he has some supplies from his school that they sent to him. So this is going to act as like a whiteboard, and there's some construction paper, and I might put it down here just to hide it until he needs it. But he has everything he needs, and Scotland looks so excited. She is going to be doing TK this year, just as homeschooling. And then, yeah, this piece I've had since I was like 16 years old in my bedroom. And Scotland actually has the matching one in her room. And one day they'll get their own unique furniture. But for now, this is just how it is. And Jubesy came in. I asked him how he liked it. He says it's good. Are you ready for school tomorrow? It worked.
Yeah, buddy.
What grade are you going to be in?
Yeah, buddy.
Second grade. All right. Well, it's time for bed, so we gotta get our rest. Okay. Let's put this away. Everyone say good night.
Night.
Good night. Bye.